It's an exciting day at Turra Music because we've got these brand new pedals in from JHS from their new Legends of Fuzz series. And we've been hotly anticipating their arrival. So there's 4 new pedals based on 4 classic fuzzes, and they've called them the Smiley, the Supreme, the Bender, and the Crimson. The pedals that they're based on are a late 60s fuzz face. The Supreme is based off of the Super Fuzz, which was made in Japan in the early 70s. The Bender is also made in the early 70s, but in London, and that's based on a tone bender. The Crimson is based on the early 90s Russian Big Muff, a very rare Big Muff pedal. So I'm just gonna go through some of the sounds and see what they can do. So we're gonna start with playing the Strat with the Smiley, which is the silicon fuzz face style. We're playing a Fender Blues Junior. This is the sort of semi-clean tone. The EQ is just set in the middle. So. So a fair bit of play from the fuzz knob, and you can back the volume pot off on your guitar for it to clean up quite a lot. So let's see what the button on the side does as well. This is meant to just kick it into even more of a fuzzy zone. So. Yeah, it just seems to add a whole bunch more saturation, which is kind of cool. Sounds awesome. Let's check out the Supreme. I'm going to swap guitars to an SG that has a single P90 in it. Whoop. All right, so the Supreme is based off the Japanese Super Fuzz pedal that guys like Pete Townsend used in The Who. So I'm using an SG with a single P90. That's the sort of clean amp sound, and here is the Supreme. Here's the fuzz pretty much off. Here it is winding it back up. So it's got some crazy sustain, that one, and insane saturation. I've just got the volume knobs turned all the way up on all of these just to keep something constant. This Supreme has 2 switches on the side. We'll see what mode does. Sounds awesome. So the mode switch seems to just give you a little bit of a high-end boost and cut some of the lows when it's engaged. The other switch is a tone switch. So that's awesome. Couldn't be more different. So the tone switch just cuts a whole lot of mids, adds bass and all this crazy fuzzy top end as well. That's really cool. All right, let's move on to the tone bender, and I'm going to swap to a Les Paul for this one. So the bender is based off a 1973 tone bender pedal. This is my sort of cleanish tone. Let's see how much play we got with this attack knob, which is kind of your fuzz knob here. So turning it all the way down. Winding it up to halfway. And turning it up to full. Yeah, I think I like it sort of on the lower end. You still got heaps of gain on tap. So you got a bit of play with this one if you turn your guitar volume down as well. It will clean up, but stays pretty crunchy. This has a switch on the side as well. Another mode switch. So the mode switch seems to add some more saturation and kind of take away a bit of the upper mids as well. So that could be kind of cool for a more like violin-like sustain. All right, I've switched back to the Strat. I've made the amp a little bit cleaner. Because I think big muff pedals kind of sound better. They respond better into a really clean amp. Whereas the other pedals here, the classic sort of tones that we're used to hearing on records seem to be those pedals plugged into overdriven or almost kind of distorted amps. So here it is, the Crimson. Yeah, this is probably the thickest of the lot. Let's see what the gain knob does. So here it is all the way down. And here it is halfway. And all the way up. This one does clean up a little bit with your volume knob, but still stays very, very fuzzy. Alright, so tone knobs on these big muffs seem to always work in reverse. So when I turn it all the way counterclockwise, get that really kind of needly fuzz, and halfway, and then all the way. Crazy but usable sounds, I think. Some big muff style pedals can be a little bit extreme, and this is extreme, but every part of that tone dial I could imagine using that sound. So another mode knob. I'll just turn the distortion knob and the tone into the middle. Changes the character of the tone knob as well. So that's the Crimson.
Can I get a dumb question for you?
Please.
What would happen if you turned all four of them on at once?
Yeah, that is a dumb question. What guitar do you want to hear it on?
I think on the P90, the Gibson.
The Gibson, okay, yeah, you can do that. All right, so that's the JHS Legends of Fuzz. You can read all about them on our turramaramusic.com.au. Is that our website? What music shop is this? That's the JHS Legends of Fuzz. Check them out at our website. Thanks for watching.